All right, boys, this is gonna be a short one. So today's Saturday. Business model is buying businesses. Today I paid a freelancer and I wanted him to build me a list, a very specific type of list. I wanted him to build me a list of companies, only 2 different type of companies, or 3 actually, in my city or my metroplex. So not specifically my city, my metroplex, who make a certain amount of revenue. I'm going for 3 to 7 million in revenue. And I asked a freelancer and I made sure I pre-checked this across multiple sites to make sure how many leads I could expect within my area that have all the criteria I need, right? So across multiple websites, I've seen like around the 300 mark. Only 300 total companies within the revenue, within the company niche type, within my city that I could reach out to. And it kind of has me thinking, if I'm being honest. I think the best type of leads list that you could go after is a list that no one else could acquire. It's very hard to reach that kind of list. So today, guys, ChatGPT is like magic. So I have this list that I got off of like a government website, which is separate from the 300 that I was talking about, because the 300 was off like lead websites. And like the freelancer told me the same thing, but he uses those websites to make lists. And I'm thinking of taking just the approach of using the government list. But the thing is, it's not like there's no criteria. Like you can't tell how much each company makes. You just got to reach out to them. So I'll probably start off with the approach of reaching out to the 300, but I'm kind of skeptical and kind of like, I don't want to say stressed out or nervous, but the truth is a bit nervous about only 300 in my city, because then I'm gonna have to reach out to people outside my city. How much would that be? How many? There's a decent amount of options, but like within my revenue range, I don't know if there's that many options. Guys, if I find a company that makes decent money, they've been going on for 10 plus years, and they're in like the middle of nowhere, and they make like 600K in profit a year, 800K in profit a year, dude, I'm going after that kind of business for 0.5 times multiple, 0.7 times multiple max. Dude, you're gonna make me come all the way out to the middle of nowhere. I'm a kid who came from big cities. I lived in New York, I lived in LA. I've lived in big cities my whole life, and you're gonna put me in the middle of nowhere, and I'm gonna have to find talent in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna put half a multiple on your business. But guys, I really wanna stick within my state. I live in Texas. I wanna stick within Texas. So why is ChatGPT like magic? It's because I have this leads list from the government website. There's about like 8,000 options from like across multiple different businesses, but they all have the same kind of license, right? So they're all fairly similar to each other. But I put the list into ChatGPT 4. I'm like, okay, what's the most common business type that you see within this list? And it tells me, okay, which ones are within my city? And it gives me like right away, boom, tells me, which one of these could I assume makes X amount of money? Which one of these is the top 5 players within the industry? Exclude these, put these here and that there, and how can I reach out and check the internet and make sure this is true? Like the whole thing, 7,000, I just like update it like that. Crazy. But I kind of have to confirm the rest of my board of directors. I booked a meeting with the lawyer on Monday. I emailed the accountant that I chose to join my team. I emailed him. He hasn't. I don't think he hit me back yet. But I start the job on Wednesday. If you guys are new to this, there's a court case going on, so it's hard to find jobs. I finally found one, and Wednesday we're gonna start. So I want to hit some calls before Wednesday. I actually want to start. But like, I was debating if I should do calls today, but I didn't fully know what to say. Or like how I want to take the approach, how I want to lead the conversation. I wasn't sure. So I decided not to call today, but today, hindsight, guys, today was kind of a waste. It just, my mind is like all over the place. It's kind of like spreading thin. And I really have to focus on focus. And I think I just need to like relax my mind when it comes to certain points of like action. Like when it comes to offense, dude, I let my mind run wild. But when it comes to defense, I think I need to be more concise. Guys, opportunity cost is like a big deal. That's always something that I'm thinking about, and it's always like a dilemma. And by the way, guys, let's address the fact that I'm in my car today and not in my room. Just a change of scenery. When I get in my room and I get in the groove, it kind of takes me a while. It takes me like a good 10, maybe 15 minutes to... This kind of feels like almost like homework in a way. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's so much easier to just not record. I'm sure these recordings are gonna be very useful one day. One day is the operative word. Something I've been thinking about was like the thumbnails of my videos. For sure, like, dude, I could make my thumbnails way better. And I kind of have a concept in mind. But like, you gotta learn Photoshop. I don't know how to do Photoshop. I know how to do like basic stuff on like Canva, which is like super easy. But like Photoshop and like color grading and everything, my mind like goes in different directions all the time. I need to like, it's like riding a horse, you know? You need to you gotta control the horse. You know, it wants to run, but like, you gotta like put the harness, you gotta put the saddle, you gotta take control. Cause like, there's different parts of your mind you must conquer. I've talked about this before. Not every thought in your mind is you. Part of your thoughts is your body. Part of it is your soul. It's two separate things. It really is. Like when you tell yourself you're cold, who are you telling you're cold to exactly? Like if there's not different parts of yourself talking in your brain, you wouldn't have to tell yourself you're cold. You'd just be cold and you'd get a jacket. You wouldn't tell yourself like, I'm cold, I need a jacket. Who is that telling you you need a jacket? It's your body telling you. So who are you? You're not your body. You're separate. But anyways, I'm not gonna make this video long-winded. I also worked out today. I want to mention everything I do every day, but I had to deal with some issues today on a personal level that I can't really talk about. And I also did chill with my friends late night, like around 10, 11. Right now it's 1:52. I woke up today at like 8 or 9ish, so like I sleep late, but I wake up generally pretty early, like around 7. Today was a bit later because it's Saturday, and I don't have much defense to do, guys. And I guess that's what the problem is. It's like I have so much energy, and I just feel so anxious at the point where I'm at, constantly anxious. And if I just sit down and do nothing, it would literally eat me on the inside. It would absolutely just like burn me on the inside if I just don't do anything. Like, I'd rather deal with like the problems of like trying stuff than like sitting there and dealing with the problem of like being consumed on the inside. I really, really feel like that, for real. I guess that's the problem. But like, what's the solution? The job is really the solution, guys. Because at least like I'll have like that time allocated, that energy, that portion of my energy allocated. And then I have the boxing, and then I have like offense. And guys, I'm nervous about the offense thing, man. Like there's not like a gazillion options in my state. There's 8,000 total. But then there's only like 300 to 1,000 within my city. 300 to 1,000 in my city. That's where I'm gonna start off, guys. According to Dan Pena, it takes 2,000 cold calls for you to become a millionaire. 2,000. So this is gonna be a test. It's gonna be, I guess, like a project. We're gonna find out, does 2,000 cold calls really make you a millionaire? Like, is it really just that simple? You find, like, it all really just comes down to the deal, really. I'm kind of nervous from the fact that this has to work. It has to work. Man, I'm always feeling anxious right now. Like, I have to make it.